This is TransAfricaRadio.
DJ SPINALL as well as Burner Boy with Babe right here on TransAfricaRadio, channel 872 on your DSTV or GBK. Welcome to it in case you just joined us. What a jam. It's been a big one for quite some time right here on TransAfricaRadio. And yes, we have the gentleman in the studio, otherwise known as the Capot, well known as a DJ SPINALL, all the way from Nigeria. And right now is in Johannesburg, South Africa, Rosebank to be exact, with me in the studio. How you doing, sir?
Not bad. Beautiful place you got here, man.
Yeah, we try.
Everywhere looks so clean. The vibe is different, man. It feels good to be here, man.
Yeah.
Look, first and foremost, thank you for your support on Nigerian music, man.
Yeah.
I heard so much about TransAfricaRadio back home. You guys always support Nigerian music. You guys always kicking it. Even artists that have never been to South Africa, you guys always bumping their stuff. Look, on behalf of everybody back home, I say thank you.
All right.
On behalf of all Nigerian artists, thank you for supporting our music. Thank you for always playing Nigerian music. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Well, we don't have a choice right now. You're really good at this stuff as far as Nigeria is concerned. Funny enough, you are the second DJ in less than 7 days. Probably this is the 7th day. I had Neptune here.
Oh, that's my brother, man.
Yeah. And we're talking about relationships amongst the Nigerian DJs as a whole. And I noticed that you are part of a community as such, or a committee, if I can call it that. And how has that changed the spectrum of being a DJ, especially in Nigeria?
What it is we try to look after each other, try to have, common goals. Was what brought us here. Most of the DJs that I know, I grew up with some of these DJs. I've known them for a while as well. I mean, some I met them in the game, some started after I started, But we all have almost same interest. We all want to see Nigerian music become globally accepted, not just some music people, occasionally kind of like play. But, we have common goals and we love to support ourselves. Aside from the music, aside from whatever we do, we still look out for each other. Look, when I'm overbooked, I can be like, yo, is that Jimmy J? Yeah. I have a show. Come and have it. Oh, is that Neptune? Oh, let's do this show. So, and I think that's what we all need. We need to support ourselves more. We need to look after one another, because at the end of the day, it's, the music we're doing is bigger than us. It's the music, and there's nothing that can really hinder that other than if we don't support ourselves.
For the average individual that's not like me and knows about you, how do you break it down in less than a minute?
That's the hardest question, you know that, right?
I know.
People
that's
ask you to break it down.
Break it down real quick, because
DJ SPINALL, a DJ that plays all kinds of music. I play hip hop, I play R&B, I play house music. I'm into any music that is hot, So I'm currently touring right now. I'm touring South Africa, going around radio stations and coming to radio stations like TransAfrica, that is very important to the African community, not just for South Africans. This is a radio station everybody in Africa listens to, so I'm glad to be here. And also, I mean, they call me the cap back home. Some call me Top Boy. They call me the cap because I always wear this cap. I don't know if you can see it, but if you go on my Instagram, you see a lot of my pictures. The reason why I wear this cap is just because I feel like the Western world has taken everything from us. We don't dress like this, in the 18th and 17th centuries. And I don't want to give out everything I have as an African. I always want Africans to look distinctively clear from every other tribe, and that's what we have from the get-go. We have our style of dressing, we have the way we talk, our food, and all that vibe. So I don't want to lose it. I feel like if I'm wearing Gucci and all that expensive brands, I should still put on something from Africa. So that's the whole idea, to keep the old culture, the tribe, and just be proud of ourselves and show who we are to the world. I mean, I've been to a lot of places and people constantly stop me in New York, in Dallas. Yo, what is that on your head? What's that? I'm like, that's the cap. It's African material. You understand? So we just have to, show who we are to the world. Because I usually
even give them the accent.
I give them the accent because you have to let them know that we are not from. We are different people. We are African. We are strong. We are nice people. We are very, very.
Oh, yeah, I get you. 100%. Talking about Dallas, I know South by Southwest was happening not so long ago, and you've been there.
Yeah.
I was asking Neptune the very same question. What was your experience? Because everyone experiences it at a different time.
Yeah, he was there. He was there as well when I was there.
Oh, nice.
He was there as well. He came to DJ for Davido then, but I was the official DJ for the concert.
Yeah,
the experience is amazing. You get to meet people from different culture, different background, different taste of music, and that's the biggest music festival in America.
Yeah,
so it's an honor for me to perform there because I got to understand that there's a difference in when you read something and when you get to witness it live.
Yeah.
And when I was there, I got the opportunity. I mean, people love our sound. I had to play it on stage, and people were dancing, and they keep asking me in the Shazam most of those songs. And like, oh, who's this person? Who's that person? So at the end of the day, it gave me the opportunity to kind of like put our music on the world stage and let people go find out who is behind those songs and whatnot, So, I mean, it's a great experience for me. I also met a lot of music executives. I met some of my mentors that I only see on TV and Instagram. I saw some of them in real life, and I'd be like, oh, that's all anyway. But it was an amazing feeling, and it was a good highlight of my career as well.
Yeah, man. I've listened to a lot of your music through the years, and I want to find out about I hear a lot of house. I'm not sure if it's a house thing. So I want to just hear it from you. Do you take a lot from house music? Are you inspired by it? Do you like it? What's happening?
Yeah, what happened is I'm a big fan of house music.
Yeah.
Because I feel like house music is that music that touches the soul. I'm more expressive with house music. I can tell you if I'm in a good mood. I can tell you if my girlfriend broke my heart. I can tell you if I can express, and I can be real with it. I mean, due respect to rappers, I feel like they lie too much. I have $2 billion in my account. I feel like house is more realistic, and aside from that, it has some soul to it. I love music with soul, and most of them are usually evergreen. And in my sound, like my name goes, DJ SPINALL.
Yeah.
I try to take everything from anything that sounds nice into one fusion. So I did a record that was just hip hop alone. I did a record as house music alone. I did a record with local dialects as well. So the whole idea is to get that African sound out there in as much as possible, using the right necessary means, which is what you guys in South Africa are big for house and recent times hip hop. But back home where I come from in Lagos, when you think of house music, you think South Africa. Back home we respect you guys a lot for your house music.
Oh, okay.
The likes of Dr. Malenga, Mafikizolo, and I mean, we know you guys, Uhuru and the rest of them. We know you guys for that drum lines and the heavy kicks and all that. But in recent times also, we are starting to accept you guys also for the hip hop, because you guys are very, very strong on your hip hop levels right now, and the music is crossing over. So what I try to do is to take as much sound as possible back to the people.
All right, that's great stuff. You speak of Mafikizolo. I know you've worked with them before.
Yes, I have.
How was that experience, and why Mafikizolo?
Okay, as at that time, I wanted to do a record that not just Nigerians alone who feel it, but also South Africans, because I really have so much respect for this country. Yeah. And my dad is a big fan of his idol is Mandela.
No.
He has his, while we're growing up, he has his picture.
We have to thank Mandela. I don't think anyone else can do much.
My dad had his picture all over the place. You go to the toilet, Mandela looking at you. You go to the kitchen, Mandela wants to serve you food. You go to the library, Mandela reading books. So you just have no choice. So and growing up, all I see when I think of glamour, house, and intelligence and beauty, I see a lot of that Mafikizolo brand.
Sure.
And I respect their music so much. And Klankla is a very good friend of mine. So as his partner as well, and the music is so touchy and so big back home. So we reached out to them. My manager is actually very close friends of these guys as well. So we reached out to them and we sent them a couple of beats and they were feeling it.
And he got the work done.
And they recorded it in actually 4 hours. They recorded that song in 4 hours. And we tried to shoot a video for it, but
things happened.
Yeah, things always happen sometimes.
All right, in case you just tuned in, we have DJ SPINALL in the studio. Thank you very much for keeping it 100% African as far as your radio station and African music is concerned. Besides that, send us your questions on Twitter. It's at TransAfrica872. On Facebook, TransAfricaRadio.net. Not forgetting, you can also find us via that WhatsApp line, +27 7925 44329. Coming up, we talk about the big album 10 that dropped on the 10th of the 10th last year in 2016.
Yes, boss.
We want to find out a bit about that. But right now, though, we get into a track titled Package.
The Cat Music.
An amazing tune by DJ SPINALL. This is Package, and he features Davido as well as Del B on it right here on TransAfricaRadio. 872 on your DSTV, OGBK. Not forgetting 609 and OpenView HD. We have him in the studio as we speak. Thank you very much for keeping it 100% African as far as your radio station is concerned. SPINALL, you in the studio right now?
Yes, boss.
Tell us about that process. You were speaking about Davido and how he's such a gent.
Davido is a great guy. I've worked with him times without count. I worked with him on his own records. I've worked with him on my own songs as well.
Yeah.
And he always gives his best. It will not stop until he makes sure that we have a record.
Yeah.
He comes to video shoot according to time. He does what the director says. It just makes the whole work process a lot easier and as it should be.
Yeah.
So he's a great guy. Shout out to him.
All right, before we get into the album,
Yes.
you've been in the game for quite some time, right?
Yes, boss.
I want to find out, how do you keep yourself out of the tabloids and out of the bad news,
You've been checking.
Yeah, I've been checking. I want to find out.
And I'm clean.
Yeah, you're clean, Manchi. So how's that? Are you just clean naturally, or do you censor a few things? Yeah.
No. I think what it is it's how you're being brought up.
Yeah.
Most of the greatness that people might want to exhibit today is from home, and shout out to my father, my mother, my family members, my road manager as well. These are the people that keeps me grounded. I'm always with family. I try as much as possible to keep my head down, to stay focused, to stay on the grind, and it's just the family. I'm a family person. I always hang out with my family every time, because when I'm home, nobody treats me like a star.
Yeah.
Go and throw the dustbin away. Come here, sweep the floor. Go and cook in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Go and buy me this. They treat me like the same guy that and that also kind of like, I'll be like, they just asked me to go throw away dustbin, man.
Yeah.
That means I'm nothing, man.
The cap at the door.
Drop your DJ SPINALL at the door and come in. So it's a beautiful thing. Trust me, it's a beautiful thing, and I don't like drama as well.
Yeah.
When I sense that this is gonna lead to the wrong side, I just try to stay away from it, because I have a different place I'm going, and I try as much as possible to stay away from it. I mean, it isn't that there hasn't been times where things get to you really, really bad.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that when these times happen, I just remember where I'm coming from, and I remember what I have, and I'm not ready to throw it away over something irrelevant. So I would say it's upbringing, and also God has been nice in looking after most of the things I do, and I'm just grateful, man.
All right, talking about that, I want to keep to it. We've seen the likes of M.I. Abaga go at Not Just Okay. We've seen the likes of Davido as well as Wizkid also last year go at these bloggers. What do you think about bloggers and these social media and online publications that go out there and post sensational stories and all of that?
I think that these bloggers that do some of this stuffs, they're looking for every means necessary to get attention. And it's always very nice to do investigative journalism. Do you understand?
True.
Like,
yeah.
why don't you
It's
make
work.
a phone call?
Yeah.
On most of artists' page on their Instagram or Twitter, you see numbers to call.
Yeah.
You see emails. Then you call, hello Davido, is it true you have a kid? Oh, it's not true. Okay, we'll tell them it's not true because you said it's not true.
Sure thing.
Or better still, why don't you contact the lady and go ahead to do a DNA test? Do you get it?
You know?
Go ahead to do a DNA test.
Yeah.
I mean, find out the truth. Don't just say, oh, because I heard, then you go ahead and put it out. You're damaging people's brand.
Yeah.
This brand was built over the years.
Yeah.
With hard work, consistency, prayers, sweat. And you just want to spoil it with a tasty fingers or running fingers.
Yeah.
You know, so I wouldn't say it's right for the artist to go against them as well.
Yeah.
But if somebody comes at you and something that can ruin your career, it's painful. And so for every artist that's gone ahead to probably argue or fight or do whatever with these bloggers, I think they're looking after their own best interest.
Sure thing.
And the bloggers also put those things out just to get a lot of
hits on their websites,
you know. So it's crazy. These things happen every time.
All right, let's get into,
as long as they don't put me out there.
Shy away from that. Tell us a bit more about 10, the album right now.
Okay, 10, the album, that's my sophomore album. And it's one of, probably, I really put a lot of work into that, and a lot of the music on there are songs that really mean so much to me, because we recorded about 59 songs for the album, and we had to put out just 10. So that it was a hard decision for us to do, and the reason why we had to do that was because people's attention are easily divided these days. You don't want to trap anybody listening to 20-something tracks on an album. We can always release singles, we can always put some on mixtapes, and we can always remake some other ones. So what we did was release the songs that gave me less stress while making them in the studio. So I did songs, I put out records that gives me the most joy, the most peace of mind. You know, there are some songs, I mean, I'm not saying the other songs ain't good enough. It's just that they took a lot out of me. Like, I'll have to fly here, stress there, and I made some big, amazing records just from my bed. And most of the records are super big. One of those records is Oima. One of the other records is Packaged. You just played it not long ago. And all the songs on the album right now, the 10 album, are the most songs that give me less peace of mind, most joy while making it. And we wanted to do music based off music, not based off the artist. Not because, oh, I featured Jay-Z, oh, this song is with Beyonce. No, not because of that. It's a good song. Yes, it's a good song. Is it a song that can be better? Okay, if it can be better, then we'll drop it and work on it better. Did he give us we just wanted to do music. Easy music, sweet music, beautiful music that's bigger than the artist. You know, that's the kind of record I love to make. You know, so that's how it came about the track album 10. And the reason why we also chose the number 10 or the name 10 is because, you know, 10 is just that professional, respectable number. You know, the best players in the world rock with 10. You know, I mean, the Prime Minister of the UK, his house number is 10. You know, my favorite footballer all time, JJ Okocha, is number 10. You know, it's just that dope ass number, and it's 10 tracks as well, so makes it perfect.
All right, so tell us about picking and choosing these individuals that are featured on the album. How did that process come along? Was it by referral, or was it by you just doing what you do as a DJ, obviously, because you know of who's hot and who's not, and you're like, who can I gel with more in studio than the other?
You already answered it. Most of the music I make is based off music. Music. I can work with people I don't even like if the music is good. I really try to take sentiment out of music. I try to take personal egos out of the music. There are some artists I really do not like their lifestyle. And they really do make good music. And there are some artists that still have a better lifestyle and the music still don't cross. You know? So it's really about the music. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for personality's sake or for friendship. I'm here for the music. So, but with that being said, it's really important to have really good, nice character as well. I'm a big fan of people who are very nice to people. I don't like rude people. I don't like people who think they're above everybody else. So if you have talent and you still think you're above the whole universe, we might not work, you know. So couple of the guys on there, some of them are A-list artists that the whole world knows.
Yeah.
And some of them, I see them as soon to be A-list artists.
Yeah.
Because I believe in their talent, and they deliver just like an A-list artist.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Sure.
what makes an A-list artist? You know, it's just the time they put in. So if you look at a record like the song I did with a girl called Niniola.
Yes.
Niniola is someone who I feel like our music is universal. Our music can cross to South Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, UK, US, and around the world. And she makes amazing songs.
She's been around for a while now.
Yeah, she's been around for like a couple of years now too. Yeah. And I did a song also with Sauti Soul from Kenya.
Yeah.
Sauti Soul is this. I mean, those guys are amazing. I mean, we all know that. And I also have Mr. Easy on the album. Mr. Easy, at the time, I was the first Nigerian to feature Mr. Easy, by the way.
Oh,
and
dope.
That's one of the biggest songs in Nigeria right now, Oyima.
Yes.
And I was in London last year, right? Yeah, last year I was on tour in London last year.
Yeah.
And everywhere I went to, you know, people were stopping me. Yo, Spinall, please, can you do a song with Mr. Easy? I'm like, what is Mr. Easy? Do you mean Two-Face? Do you mean Wizkid? Or Davido? Who's Mr. Easy? You know, nobody knows him back home, man. Oh, you don't know Mr. Easy? Okay, let me find one song you did. And I heard it again. I'm like, okay, we'll think about it.
We'll see.
I went somewhere else for my other show. Oh, Spinall, please, can you do a song with Mr. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? You know. So when I came back to Lagos, my manager reached out to him and be like, you should come to the studio. We have a couple of tracks we want you to listen to and bring some of your records as well, so we can see, because obviously the people cannot be wrong. Everybody wants you to jump on our records.
Yeah.
And we did the record.
Yeah, so it's your sophomore album.
Yeah.
And the first album for me had a lot of variety as far as genres are concerned, artists are concerned. Tell us the 10 right now. So the first album, that's what it sounded like. What was the plan as far as sound is concerned with 10? Were you trying to keep that trend going on, or was it something totally different because of a different time in your life?
Yeah, because music itself does not stay the same. Music usually transcends. Usually it's a moving thing. It's time after time, and I didn't want to keep making the same record. Like a Blueprint album will not sound like a Black album. It shouldn't sound alike. And I make music based off time. As at the time I made my first album, the sounds on there were the sounds that were bumping on the streets. I make music that can connect with people. And right now, if you listen to 10, I'm sure you did. That's why your questions are coming this way. 10 has a lot of mid-tempo songs.
The easy.
Yes. The mid-tempo songs. And that is what we are in right now. We're in an era where a lot of songs are in mid-tempo, because you know I think we are exhausted on the high-tempo songs. So it's time to bring it down. You know, so that's how we make songs like Ohima, Bubble for Me, Holiday with Sauti Soul, and the song I feature Sakode on 100. You know, so we'll try to bring the tempo down, because that's what people are really messing with right now. And also, I think I also try to produce sounds that are unique, in the sense that there are certain sounds that you hear back home and you really don't pay attention to, like sounds from the doors, sounds that the windows make. True. You know, the usual sounds you hear before are the ones that you go like this. These are the sounds you can play from the plates in the kitchen. So I try to go a little bit on a strange sounds from, you know, something you hear but not pay attention to. So if you listen to tracks from especially 100 by Sakode, you find a little bit of those sounds in there, because I produced that. You also find a song I did with Pato Rankin called Love You. That's also a song that I produced. That I think I made that song in 30 minutes. It was just on the bed. I just woke up from a sleep and it was damn. Then I just
30 minutes.
That was one of the fastest songs I've ever made. And I've been trying to get a record with Pato Rankin, and it's been hard. I just play the beat and they be like, oh my God, brother, now the beats be this, now the beats be this.
I know Pato likes singing, so
Yeah,
he was
so-
here and we asked him a question. He sings the answer.
Yeah.
So
It's a great guy.
Yeah.
Super talented.
very
Super
talented, very talented. In case you just tuned in, we have DJ SPINALL in the studio. Thank you very much for keeping it 100% African. Send us those questions you'd like us to pose to a DJ SPINALL. It is at TransAfrica872 on Twitter, on Facebook, TransAfricaRadio.net. Not forgetting, you can also find us via that WhatsApp line, +27 7925 44329. Talking about Pato ranking, let's get into this one. I Love You, taken off 10 by DJ SPINALL. An amazing jam, definitely what Africa sounds like in 2017. The sounds of DJ SPINALL featuring Pato Ranking with the track titled Love You, right here on TransAfricaRadio. In case you just tuned in, we have DJ SPINALL in the studio all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, talking all things The Cap. Yes, you heard me right.
Yes,
The
boss.
Cap is in the studio.
Yep,
Having
yep.
the time of my life right now.
Shit, man. It feels good to be here, man.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to you, man. I always love having these music conversations, you know, because, well, I'm a music head.
Yeah,
as
I
such.
can tell, man. I can tell, man. You're a great guy, man.
I try.
Yeah, I
Listen,
can tell.
let's get into things that we should look out for, especially as far as artwork is concerned. You've been in the game for quite some time, but
Yeah.
I think during the years, at first music videos were, we got used to that and all of that, but artworks and films and I think more people have gone more audio visual as far as musicians are concerned. So tell us what you think about that front and where do you stand regarding that?
I think artwork is everything to me.
Yeah?
Like, my manager can tell. I think I do too much when it comes to designs and
Yeah.
that, because I feel like that's the best representation of your music. And if you get it wrong, it might also affect the music. And over time, people do not pay so much respect to the heart because they think that it's just to tell people about the music. No, it is the music. And you know how you see some album covers and you just want to go into and really look at
What's the album about?
Kanye West and
Yeah.
some Jay-Z, and they do less, and it just speaks volume.
Yeah.
Because art in itself is so much, and you might not understand it until time pass.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's very important how you put out your music, especially when you're shooting videos, how you want people to get the vibe. The song Oima is a typical example of what you just asked me, because when we made that record, Oima itself is a Ghanaian name of a girl. It means a princess in Ghana.
Okay.
And so therefore, on the art cover, I don't know if you ever saw the art cover we put out. It has DJ SPINALL.
He's in the middle.
Easy,
Yeah.
trying to wow a lady with a lot of gifts, you know.
And then bluish, I remember that.
Yeah, bluish.
Yeah.
And in the video, if you look at it, we try to go a little bit into aesthetics and some old structures.
Yeah.
We shot that video in the ancient city of Mushin in Lagos.
Okay.
And I could say that I'm not sure any Nigerian artist ever shot a video in Mushin, because it's like the hood, the ghetto, so people don't want to go there. But I feel like in the ghetto, in the hood, you can find so much diamonds.
Yeah.
And we went to this house that has been in existence for over 100 years old.
Yeah.
And that was where we shot the video. So if you look through, you can tell from the window frames, and we try to show not just about women shaking the butts.
Yeah.
We try to show a lot of beautiful stuff that, you know, a lot of people don't get to see. So I feel like as an artist, you need to carry the arts along.
Yeah.
You need to show people what you're about and what your country is about, what your culture is about, what your vibe is about. It shouldn't just be about typical sound. You can always think out of the box and, you know, bring in different vibes just to achieve what you want to do.
Yeah, talking about making people know and making people notice what you're all about in culture. I spoke to Neptune about this. I just love the fact that people are shooting more videos in Nigeria, which is dope, because, well, I haven't afforded the flight to Nigeria yet. So
You're gonna come soon, bro. Trust me.
yeah, I got a feeling I'm going to be.
I have a feeling too. I have a feeling too.
Yeah, so I want to find out about the current status, because, well, I'm not on that side of the world, right?
Yeah.
And and you and we've heard the likes of Easy. You know, he broke out a lot in London, in the UK, and he's been doing great. And in the Ghana, Nigeria, what's the complexity as far as the relationship between those two countries? Do you think that the sound that's coming out of West Africa is influenced by both parties as far as Ghanaians as well as Nigerians are concerned? Because when you look at the artists outside in diaspora that also represent Nigeria as well as Ghana, they are doing all these like Kojo funds that you were talking about off air. They're doing these futuristic and new trends as far as genres are concerned. Where do you stand when all of this is happening? Because we don't want to forget about the likes of Fela, the likes of Femi, and all of those legends as far as African music is concerned. So where do you stand where we are evolving as the continent and the music? Where does DJ SPINALL stand with all of this happening?
I mean, I always say that right now it feels so good to be alive. It feels so good to be an African more than any other time. Yeah. In the sense that I get to witness this best of both worlds. Yeah. Growing up, my parents play a lot of Fela, and I listen to it through them, and seeing today's kids now doing music, sampling Fela into their sound. Yeah. It gives me a lot of good vibes, like, oh, see, nostalgia feelings and all that good stuffs you're bringing back. But at the same time, it is very important that you find your own voice. I always say that it's good to sample, but it's very important you find your own voice, because if you don't find your own voice, there won't be no Fela. Yeah. If Fela didn't find his own voice to become Fela, there probably would be nobody to sample. Yeah. So a techno should find his own voice, so that when his time passes, people coming can also idolize him and be like, oh, I want to sample some of your works. Yeah. So I mean, it is important to know where you're coming from as an artist. It's important to be very much aware of your culture, the history of what you're doing, but it's also very, very, very important to be able to carry that touch from where you are to the next level. So in terms of sounds, what a Ghanaian sound, I hear so much rumors about Ghanaian sound, Nigerian sound sounding alike. Are we not Africans? Yeah. Don't we all almost eat the same food? Yeah, the jollof rice war is still happening. They're still fighting over jollof rice. Like, don't we just, is it not rice? Whether you color it with yellow or green, it's all rice. So, and if you look at our costumes as well, they also wear caps. We are all the same at the end of the day. Sure thing. I really think that Africa, Ghana, South Africa, Guinea, well, as long as you belong in this continent, I feel like you should rep for one another. Yeah. I don't want to hear any goddamn excuse. It is important for African artists to work with one another. Leave all that, my music, you copied my style. Nah, man. No style belongs to you. It's all African music, you know. So,
talking about it's all African music, we've seen the likes of Drake. Yeah. We've seen, he's doing a lot of crazy things around the world right now.
I don't even understand Drake anymore, man.
So I want you to share your opinion regarding his, I don't know what to call it, but collaborations with African acts and then recreating the same sound alone. What do you think about that?
I think that big shout out to Drake first and foremost. Big shout out to him for putting that light on African music, because with a massive following, I mean, Drake is worldwide talent, and for him to work with any one of our artists is a win-win situation for us. Let's be honest.
True thing.
Let's get that out of the way. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not feel so proud. It's touching our, look, relax. Who else is touching our sound? You know, not a lot of people, and a lot of people have been out since years. I mean, Puff Daddy, I've known him all my life. He never featured any African. I don't know. You can correct me if he ever featured any African. I've known Snoop Dogg all my life. Yeah. He never featured any Celine Dion all my life. They never worked with any African. Are you telling me there are no good Africans then? So we've been making music. We've been making great sound. So for Drake, in a short time, to open his mind into receiving other contents from other parts of the world is great. Yeah. And I know as time goes on, he and his team and whoever in the future will start to understand that don't twerk with our sound. It is really nice to leave African sound the way it is. That's what makes it extra unique.
Yeah.
Don't take an African sound and try to westernized it. You're not gonna get that sound across that way.
Sound,
you know. So I had the song you did with my mentor, Black Coffee, and a great song regardless. But I mean, I had the original version. You know, I had the original version, and there was a couple of disconnect. And I'm sure that as time goes on, you know, they will also work on these things. But
I skipped that track.
But you know, we hope that more people from the West will listen to our sound, just as Drake opens his mind to our sound.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a wonderful experience in South Africa. This is the longest I've ever stayed in South Africa, and it's been amazing. I've been to all the media houses, amazing spirits.
Yeah.
When I leave SA, I'll be going to the United States. We're touring 7 cities in the United States, including New York, DC, Houston, Texas, Miami, LA, and a few other places. And in May, we'll be touring the UK. We'll be doing the One Music Festival. On the 13th of May at O2 Arena. And you know, the whole purpose of the tour is not about me. It's just about putting African music. You know, putting most of the songs that I've done with a lot of talents, putting it out there to the world, and hoping that people get to know our music. So that's what it's all about, celebrating Africans wherever we go, and putting the music and the faces of multicultural people, different races, and making sure that we get as much vibes, as much audience as possible.
All right, tell me, we at TransAfricaRadio play 100% African music 24/7.
I know.
So what are your thoughts?
I mean, I want to I started off thanking you guys, and I'm gonna keep thanking you guys because you guys stood by your name. And a lot of people mess around with that name Africa so much without understanding the meaning. And TransAfricaRadio, just as your name implies, a radio station that really do respect and can transport African sounds from one place to the other, from whatever continent. When I was coming in, I heard you guys play songs from Zambia, you guys play songs from Ghana, songs from Nigeria, songs from Togo. I mean, that's beautiful, man, and I really respect the hard work that goes into that, because I know that, I mean, that's with a lot of research. This is probably one of the few stations I come into without giving you my songs. You already have it. Do you understand? That shows that you guys are really, really into your research.
Yo, man, no, we try. We do our work. I
really appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate you guys actually into music. Not like just doing it for business. You know, you guys are actually into it. I mean, some of the songs that I forgot that should be on the playlist, I heard you guys play just now, and it's an amazing thing what you guys are doing, and shout out to you guys. TransAfricaRadio to the world, baby.
All right, where can people find you as far as social media websites, because the tour is long, and people listening from wherever, where can they find you?
I know you can find me on Instagram at DJ SPINALL, DJ that plays all, you know, so don't get it twisted. DJ SPINALL. I'm on Facebook as well at DJ SPINALL. On Instagram, add me up at DJ SPINALL. SoundCloud, DJ SPINALL. iTunes, find me, DJ SPINALL. YouTube, DJ SPINALL. Everywhere you go, Twitter,
everywhere you go,
DJ SPINALL. You can just Google it up, DJ SPINALL.
All right, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Appreciate, man. Thank you so much for having me, man. I had a good time as well.
All right, that was DJ SPINALL. Thank you very much for keeping it locked. But right now, we're gonna close off with this big song that he's been talking about the whole interview. It's the biggest song in Nigeria right now. So do best and make sure you call your friends. That guy walking down the street, tell him to stop it. He should just get in closer to the speakers. It's gonna be a hammer. It's going to be a chock-a-block situation as far as DJ SPINALL with Mr. Easy. This one titled, let's get it right. Please pronounce Oyima. All right, let's get into Oyima. Mr. Easy featured on this one by DJ SPINALL.
This is TransAfricaRadio.